Yes, yes, James Gentry here, GSO TV, coming to you live right outside of Ebenezer Baptist Church on this national holiday where we celebrate Martin Luther King. And yes, we still have work to do out here in the community. We still have work to do out here in these streets. The struggle for justice does not stop. Matter of fact, we need to be more diligent and we need to be more organized because we have a lot of work to do, ladies and gentlemen. From Greensboro to Atlanta, the struggle for social justice goes on, and we celebrate and we salute Dr. Martin Luther King on this national holiday, and we are here in Atlanta with the people on the street. And I personally believe that if Martin Luther King were alive today, he would be pissed. I say if Martin Luther King were alive today, he'd say, we got a lot of work to do in our communities. I believe if Martin Luther King were alive today, he'd say we need to get it together. That's my personal opinion. I say we haven't made any progress in the last 50 years. I say if anything, we've gone backwards since the civil rights movement. You want to say something? Say something about the movement you got going on.
I'm so glad everyone's out here today, like participating, because sometimes it's just so hard to get people out and about. So I'm really grateful that everyone's here protesting, especially on MLK Day, because he, even back in the day, he was always talking about, we need to do more for our people and stuff. So of course, if another country's going through something, we should always speak up for them. We've got all this media coverage and the government wants to be silent about it. We're not going to have that. So, of course, free Palestine. And of course, we got to stop Cop City, because why would we want to fund this stuff, man? They don't even care about us. Like they could give two craps about what happens to us. As long as they're making money, they do not care. So, as long as everybody comes out and shows their support, this can really make a big change and a big difference for everyone. Free Palestine.
City! Stop Cop 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 City! We are the brothers of the! 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 Eight! Stop Cop City! Five! Stop Cop City! Eight! Sir! Stop Cop City! We can do! Set! Stop Cop City! Right! Here we go! Stop Cop City! Stop Cop City! Stop Cop City! Stop Cop City! Please! Watch yourself! Stop Cop City! Ice cold! Money for jobs and education. Money for jobs and education. Not for mass incarceration. Not for mass incarceration. Money for jobs and education.
Money for jobs and education.
Not for mass incarceration. Not for mass incarceration. From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
From the sea to the river.
From the sea to the river.
Palestine will live forever.
Palestine will live forever.
Long live Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
the violence, stop the hate!
5, 6, 7, 8.
Stop the violence, stop the hate! There is only one solution!
There is only one solution.
Intifada revolution!
Intifada revolution.
Long live the Intifada!
Long live the Intifada.
Intifada! Intifada!
Intifada, Intifada.
There is only one solution!
There is only one solution.
Intifada revolution!
Intifada revolution.
Long live the Intifada!
Long live the Intifada.
Intifada! Intifada!
Intifada, Intifada.
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine.
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 1, 2, 3, 4, the sun broke the prison doors!
1, 2, 3, 4. Gaza broke the prison door.
5, 6, 7, 8, Israel is a racist state!
5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a racist state.
1, 2, 3, 4. Needs to be heard. Joseph was an alpha. That's all, right? Come and please take a picture and put it on your Instagram. Spread the word. Joseph was an alpha. He was one of yours.
Let's go.
We need you right now.
He was an alpha
Please
too.
take a picture. After Joseph was an alpha, he was murdered. Chased up 19 flights of steps in his robe and his boxers, wearing his socks. Shot 7 times. He was unarmed. An assistant principal. No charges have been filed against Garrett Smith. Garrett Smith has not been arrested. We need your help. Take a picture. Please don't just stand and stare. We need help. Help us seek justice for Abner Joseph. He was one of you. He was an alpha. He was murdered in his skyrise apartment. Shot 7 times. Wearing his robe and his boxers. He was unarmed. Murdered, shot 7 times. Chased up 19 flights of steps. Help us seek justice. Go to the Justice for Abner Instagram page.
Three, two, one, 1, 2, 1, 2. James Gentry here with GSO TV. It is Martin Luther King. It is a Martin Luther King national holiday, and we are here at Martin Luther King National Historical Park. We have Ebenezer Baptist Church right here across from me, and we have some social justice advocates here with me. I'm glad to have them with me. He has a story to tell about a person that he wants to address and the situation that he wants to address. So first of all, brother, what's your name?
My name is Jay.
Jay?
Jay Charles.
Okay, nice to meet you. Where you from?
I'm from Atlanta.
Atlanta?
Yeah, Atlanta.
Okay. So you guys got a story you want to tell about a brother that we need some justice for, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, go ahead and tell us your story.
So this right here is my brother Abner Joseph. My brother Abner Joseph. I'm just gonna humanize him, before I get into depth about what happened to him. But basically, my brother, he was a assistant principal that got murdered in Chicago. But prior to that, my brother, he graduated from Blake High School down in Tampa. he went to Florida State where he graduated and he obtained a bachelor's in psychology. From there, he did Teach for America. He taught at 2 schools in Atlanta, which was Rex Middle School and Harper Archer. And then finally he said he wanted to take his career to the next level, and he got an assistant principal position at Kip Strive. And then from Kip Strive, he taught he did assistant principal for about 6 years. Afterwards, just last year, he took an assistant principal position at Intrinsic in Chicago, Intrinsic School. And on September 14th, he was murdered. My brother was murdered, and all he had was a robe and a boxers. He was murdered in his residence. My brother deserved to be safe, so what I'm advocating for the community is to basically put pressure on these politicians. We want justice for my brother Abner, and we want all parties involved in the murder of my brother, Abner Joseph, to be held accountable. Because my brother deserved to be safe. He didn't deserve to be murdered, unarmed, in his robe and his boxers. One of the bullet fragments was his ring finger. So that indicates to me that he had his hands out when he was actually shot and murdered. So I want the community to know, like, an injustice did happen, and all parties that was involved need to be held accountable. So we need you guys' help to spread the word, spread the message that a crime and injustice did happen, and it can't go unsolved or unresolved. So please contact the state's attorney in Cook County, Chicago, contact the police department, and contact Mayor Brandon Johnson, and let them know that all parties involved in the murder of Abner Joseph need to be held accountable. They need to be.
Absolutely, absolutely. First of all, let me give my condolences to you, and the family of this brother who was killed unjustly. It's a pleasure for me to be able to help you advocate and get your word out. And, it's Martin Luther King holiday, but we still got a lot more work to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely got a lot more work to do. Let me ask you this question, brother. What do you think Martin Luther King would think if he were alive today and he saw the social climate and the things that's still going on within the black community and the injustices that we feel? How do you feel Martin Luther King would feel if he was still alive today?
Well, I think Martin, in his last years, he stated it perfectly. He feared he integrated his people in a burning house. So he knew what was to come, in my personal opinion. So, it was just a foretaste of basically like all his actions that he did. He knew he did wrong. He wasn't supposed to integrate us into a burning household.
Right.
Instead, he was supposed to, try to figure out a different method. But I think he knew what he did was wrong, so he wouldn't be too surprised of what was happening to today, basically.
Right. And I totally agree with you, bro. I totally agree with you on that. We definitely have more work to do, ladies and gentlemen. We celebrate Martin Luther King's legacy, but we definitely have more work to do. We want justice for this brother right here.
Abner Joseph.
Abner Joseph. We want justice for him. He was a man, a black man, who was doing the right thing in life, who was teaching kids. He chose the right path. He did all the right things, but he was still killed and still murdered.
All parties that was involved need to be held accountable.
Absolutely. All parties that involved need to be held accountable. Do your part. Tell us where we can find information. I think you all have an Instagram account.
Yeah, so we have an Instagram account. It's Justice, the number 4, Abner, ABNERD, Joseph, JOSEPH. Justice, the number 4, Abner Joseph.
Y'all be sure to check that out. We want justice for this young brother. We need justice for this young brother.
Definitely.
And salute to you for being an advocate. Like I said, I send my condolences to your family. And let's keep in mind that there are hundreds, probably thousands of stories just like this young man's story right here. So we have to stay vigilant. We have to keep putting pressure on the system and keep putting pressure on the right people to get justice where we need justice.
Definitely.
Any final words, brother?
Yeah, just, man, like, you can show your support by following the Justice for Abner page. We have a GoFundMe. We also have, like, email templates that you can send out to these local politicians to basically put pressure on them so they could charge those involved in Abner's murder to be held accountable. So Google Abner Joseph, follow the Justice for Abner page, spread the awareness, and hopefully everything will be resolved. Hopefully those involved will be held accountable.
Yeah. We thank you. Well, we appreciate it, bro.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on your platform.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bro. 1 2 1 2. James Gentry here. We are still here at the historical Martin Luther King National Park. And as an advocate for social justice and the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King, we have another young man here who wants to say a few words about this young man who was killed. Tell us the story, brother.
Yeah, this is my brother, Abner Joseph. Just here to spread awareness. He was a great guy, man, loving guy, big activist in his community, and he was big on kids' future, period. He was a teacher in Atlanta, made it all the way up to assistant principal in Atlanta, took another position in Chicago, and when he was in Chicago, he was shot by his neighbor. Shot and killed, no charges brought about. So we just want to spread awareness and get those charges brought to get some justice for our brother, Abner Joseph.
Yeah, we definitely want justice for our brother. We want justice for everybody who was victims of this corrupt society. And we appreciate you, brother, for standing up and making your voice heard.
All right, I
for your
appreciate
brother.
you, my man.
Yeah, let us know where we can find information to where we can support.
You guys can't see this QR code on camera, but we got an Instagram page, Justice4, Abner Joseph. You can find it on IG and any other social media handles we have. That's Justice4, Abner Joseph. Appreciate y'all.
Justice for Abner Joseph, y'all. We remind you to get involved, get active. There's Martin Luther King is gone, but we still have a right to stand up for injustices, no matter what the injustice is. Let's get a solution. Let's get justice for this young man who was killed unjustly.
No justice,
Follow
no
him.
peace.
No justice, no peace.
It could be your family members. God forbid.
Don't wait until it affects you. Act now. Justice for Abner. Tell us about your movement here.
So, Stop Cop City is a movement to stop building the police training facility. It's a police militarization facility modeled on the Israeli army's mini Gaza that they had before they started killing people in a genocide. We don't want to militarize the police. This happened in direct response to the 2020 Black Lives Matter uprisings. We know that militarizing the police does not actually secure anyone. It doesn't actually help anyone, and we want to get away from police investments and militarizing the police. We want to get more toward investing in public safety, like real public safety, which is like housing and security, like food security. Basic needs actually reduce crime much more so than police, and the police actually already get so much money. We don't want to keep investing in police militarization. We're really afraid of Cop City. It's going to cut down one of the largest forests in Atlanta in order to build a mock city where police can go about doing the drills that they want to do to suppress leftist movements. This is in direct response to the 2020 uprisings for Black Lives Matter, and we don't need this. This is a further militarization, a further fascism in the United States, and Atlanta is a prime ground for it, and we're against it. We want to stop it. There's much better uses of $60 to $90 million of money. Like, we could help stop homelessness with that money. And that would go a lot further to actually, making us safer is like if people have their basic needs met. We're against people not having their basic needs met. There's a lot better uses of this money, and we can do better than Cop City. So they should stop investing money and doing a lawsuit with us. We want to put it on the ballot. We're trying to get it actually on the ballot so that Atlantans, AT-aliens, can vote on Cop City ourselves, because we know that our leaders do not serve us. They never have, they never will, in a lot of ways, and here we are.
Where can we go and find more information and support?
Cop City Vote is one place to go. Cop City Vote is one place to go. There's also Stop Cop City on Instagram. There's Defend Atlanta Forest. There's a lot of organizations involved in this, community movement builders. There's a lot of organizations involved in this, but we don't need more police militarization. We don't need further fascist, escalation of violence and militarization of the police. We've got to actually take that back. We see what's happening in Israel and Palestine. That's what they have planned for us. They really do. And we can do better. I believe in us. I believe in the people. We can do better than this. There's better uses of the money. And thank you for being here and caring about the people of Atlanta. Power of the people, y'all. We got this.
Hey, my name is Neil Sardana. I'm a organizer with the Georgia Conservation Voters, and we're out here at the MLK March here at 2024, taking action to stop Cop City here in Atlanta and DeKalb County.
So tell us a little bit more about the organization. How did you get started? Like what are the plans?
Yeah. So a bunch of us are part of different organizations and community groups, and we're out here trying to fight to stop Cop City, and mainly because we don't want our tax dollars and our land in the city of Atlanta and DeKalb going towards militarizing police and using our funds that we pay to better our city, used to essentially repress political and community kind of power in our daily lives. The city of Atlanta takes so much money from us, our taxes, to put towards this police training facility, and it's really just in the end benefit this big organization called the Atlanta Police Foundation, which is controlled by multiple corporations that are based here in the Atlanta area and other parts of the country. And we don't think these corporations should be able to essentially have a police force for themselves that kind of caters to their interests as opposed to the needs of like the broader community across Atlanta and the metro area. And people have been fighting across our city and our communities to stop Cop City because we want to protect the land in which they're trying to tear down these trees and take over this land. It's one of the largest urban forests in the entire country. It provides clean air to our city, which is heavily polluted. So every little bit of clean air we can get is what we need. So we're telling the mayor and the DeKalb County, Mayor of Atlanta, DeKalb County CEO, and DeKalb County Commission, Atlanta City Council, to stop Cop City and to listen to what the people want instead.
Tell us about what you got justice for.
Tortuguita was a forest defender who was basically living in the forest to try to protect it from being torn down. Tortuguita was shot by the police here in the forest, the Wolani Forest, which is the forest we're trying to protect. The anniversary of their shooting actually is coming up in a few days. So we're honoring them and the sacrifice that they made to save our forest and to fight to stop Cop City. So, it's an absolutely unfortunate that the city is using violence to repress, political speech and political action in communities coming together. So we honor Tortuguita, and we honor all the people who've stood up to fight against Cop City. Many people have been charged with domestic terrorism charges, very much trumped up charges that have been used to try to quiet the public from speaking out. And we say this is an absolutely violation of our rights and of these people's rights, because if we're here to fight for our communities, fight for our clean air, clean water, that should be respected. You shouldn't be arrested, thrown in jail, and charged as a terrorist just for speaking out to protect what we all are needing. So.
All right, we appreciate it. Stop Cop City, power to the people.
Stop Cop City. Thank you.